Hey there, Horse here. I wouldn't normally step out of my comfort zone and speak to humans like this, but this is pretty important. Literally, life and death, actually. It's about taking care of your farm animals in an emergency. See, you might be right on top of putting the dog and cat in the car, but there's some pretty big things to think about when it comes to keeping us safe, like these two. Hey cow, hey pig. So what should humans do? It all starts with a plan. The main threats to farm animals here in the Perth Hills are heatwaves, bushfires and storms. Creating a farm survival plan is the best way to start. I'll step it out for you. Your first step is to have a plan for whether you're leaving early or staying. The other animals and I have drawn straws, which was hard because half of us kept eating it, and decided that leaving early is the smartest option in most cases. Remember that staying is often a pretty dangerous option, which needs extra planning. Do you have the resources to survive on your own? Remember that power and water supplies may be affected, and the emergency crews may not have enough resources to help straight away. Either way, it's important to write your plans down and share them with family and friends. Think about what you'll need prepared to support your animals while you're away from home. A first aid travel kit is a good idea for your animals, including any medications they might need. What food will you need to have prepared? You also need to plan how you're going to move your stock, whether it's a stock trailer, truck, or the old faithful horse float. Are your animals trained and able to be transported easily in a hurry? It also doesn't hurt to put a regular vehicle, trailer, or float maintenance program in place to make sure you're ready to roll at the drop of a hat. If you think you'll need to hire or borrow transportation options, make sure you have all of the contact details at hand, or hoof, to get onto that quickly. Make sure all of your animals are easily identified. You can use microchips and ear tags, but make sure it's up to date. I wonder about some of these old boys sometimes. And always keep an eye on high-risk conditions when you're preparing your stock. Have a safe place prepared which has access to food, shelter and water for the day. Reduce all flammable materials around the area. Try to make sure there's some access to reticulation or water. And make sure there's enough space for the likes of me to move around freely without being confined and bumping into each other. Not bragging, but we can cause a fair bit of damage when we're all squished in together. While we're on the subject, you might want to remove any stock that might cause injury in an emergency. After all, pigs don't fly, but you wouldn't want to find out in a storm. Which also means that you shouldn't cut fences or release your animals to escape an emergency. Yes, we all appreciate the gesture, but it can hinder emergency services, which doesn't help anyone. And I'd much rather not end up being hit by a fire truck, if I can help it. So, keep us safe and keep us locked up. And don't return until the all clear has been given by the authorities. We need you safe and sound as much as you need us. All right, I think that's it. Guess it's time to get back to work. This hay won't eat itself. Dry grass.